So I'm using a combination of a few ideas here, and it's me boss meetup run where I'm also going to be using a morbid run. So double morbid. Do I want refresh yield? I'll take it. It's actually not that bad, honestly. Yeah, so let's just try and get our Morbidorbs upgraded ASAP. It's quite important to do so. I thought that would hit the crit. It seems not. One of the good things, I was actually thinking about this map. I think that this map's not too bad. Ooh, going down there is incredibly interesting. Because I do kind of get to open up these bombs and fire into them, which sounds like a decent enough thing. It's not too crazy. Man, I'd really love to hit a crit. I'm getting a lot of peg box. It is pretty amazing, but not getting a quick crit is quite unfortunate because look at how much of a damage boost I get when I hit a crit. It's like pretty big. I was really hoping for some bombs there. I'm kind of trying to not do too much before the reload because as soon as I kill one of them, two of them are attacking me, right? It's a pretty big deal. Seems like I kind of did that, kind of failed. We'll do this on the roll because I think this shot's much better for Morbidorb. And I don't have an opportunity to get the crit anyway. Like, this time I do have a decent chance to get the crit, so ideally there's something there, but it seems not. As expected with the mini-boss meetup runs, you know, the initial fights are always going to be the hardest. It looks like we're not taking too much damage here, but it's a bit tough to tell because we are taking a pretty significant beating. Especially since I missed that crit, but wow, that might be really good to note down for later. But I think I need to press the heal button here, not the upgrade button. Which is pretty silly, but wow, okay. It's a whole lot less silly now. That's like the best possible passive we could have gotten, to be honest. By probably a distinctly large margin. Like, probably a massive margin. Like, wow. Like, we probably pressed the heal button here again. Cash is not handy to us, and we just need to make sure we're living because the Morbid upgrades are now much less crucial. So much less crucial. I'll take Refreshing Punch because that's the most fun if we hit. Yeah, it's not that good if we hit that, is it? I don't know. I get to see a lot of boss passes here though, so I'm not too sad to just do something like that, where it's probably not the best idea, but yeah. Refreshing Punch is just a very fun passive, that's the thing. Like, yeah, I could have taken Bombula, but I didn't feel like it. Okay, you're literally just dead there. Like, yes, I should pick up that dog job. Almost certainly. I'm not going to. Here, I'll slow down on healing a bit. I'm kind of at a very good break point, and an early grinding monster is very good, so I'll take it. Right here. Oh, we're certainly going to be losing some more health this fight. Luckily, if I can get a crit on the left-hand side, yeah, it's on the right-hand side. I don't know about getting a kill on this right. Ooh! Spicy, I love it. Alright, yep, let's just keep chucking some upgrades on these Morbidorbs. Wait, you got a shot off already? That's unfortunate. Oh, only taking 2 hits for a plus fight is incredible though. I really shouldn't be complaining about that. Fleece! Look, sounds also so good, and hedge is not bad. But I believe you should always be aiming towards crit stuff when doing a more mini boss meetup run. Because there's just so many good passives for you to hit. I kind of have to bash through all of them one at a time, don't I? The good news is, I'm incredibly good at doing so because this section is like so good for what we're doing, I think. Yeah. It's like that good for what we're doing. Holy. Yeah, the upgraded Morbidorbs are putting in some work, to say the least. Thank you, terrible. Now move along. Let the big boy Morbidorbs handle things. Like that. Good stuff. An intentional oboe. Intentional oboe is very interesting there, but I'll just take a prime slime. It's a bit more fun. And that's what we're here for. Yeah, I did try doing the double morbid run on a significantly high enough crucible level. I think it was crucible 12. Sorry, crucible 20, not fully sure though. and it didn't work out. I doubt you saw that run now, so I doubt I've actually talked about it before. But yeah, I actually have talked about it before. It's just the run didn't go that well. It was quite rough to start off with. The fact that we got an Adventures Backpack starter really does make it look drastically much stronger than it is initially. Initially, it's meant to be really quite weak, and we're not meant to be throwing around a 714 at this point. Just so happens, though, that we are. Finger Pain is very decent for some fights, so I guess I'll take it. Other fights, it's useless, but it's fine. Cool. Let's try and... I guess Cash isn't the most handy, but... I mean, if we can get a Rainbow Slime, that would be useful, so let's try and get one. I love how if I just in one bomb there... sorry, one more bomb there, he would just be dead, straight up. Yeah, this Morbid does a lot of damage. Morbid is such a fun orb. It's a shame I don't get to use it more, but it does fall under the category of I smack one enemy really hard most of the time, which is a bit unfortunate for it because usually that is a category that is quite well filled by a lot of orbs. Oh, there's a slime somewhere, a poison slime. Alright, good stuff. Wait, can I not even kill this guy? I can't. That's funny. I'll target him because it's not combat actually. That's funny. So much for wanting this. In that case, I'll just finish the fight, right? Well, at least I collected all the cash on the map. I just kind of forgot about the way the fight works, apparently, which sure is an interesting thing to do. 50 damage? Oh my god. The terrible actually got 50 damage. Not so terrible after all, am I right? Don't need to press the heal button. Dupe Station, Primer of Frost. I mean, look, I was just talking about how Morbidorbs is very good at smashing into one enemy. Yep, Primer of Frost is a great way to get around that. Wow, you really love hiding my Morbidorbs from me, don't you? Almost as far away as they can possibly get. I imagine we'll be losing some health here, hopefully not more than we... Wait, isn't it active this shot? Yeah, so about that losing health idea that I was just talking about. Yeah, that's neat. Your crits also refresh. Refreshing the board is cool and all. I think that, however, we probably just take it, actually. That's why I was very hesitant to pick up the refresh shield, but I'm quite hesitant to actually add refresh sources onto the board. Morbid is in a very interesting position where you kind of just want to sometimes not have the pegs on the board, because you're just getting more damage that way. Which is, like, interesting, because, you know, a lot of the time it can be extremely important for one reason or another to actually have your pegs on the board. But if you're going to get massive amounts of damage from it, then it's generally something that is at least worth considering, right? Even if it might not necessarily be worth doing. Your crits refresh. We only get one refresh added to the board. If we add 10, we only get 5, which is normal. But yeah, peg bag would just be a fresh bandana. You know what wouldn't be? Oh, I can actually get the kill here. I just need to actually smash my way through them. Which means probably getting 2 bombs, but I doubt I'm hitting a second bomb here. Because, like, yeah, Primer of Frost can activate, but it's not going to activate in time before he leaves. Like, it activates this shot, right? Which is, like, neat, but ever so slightly too late. Oh, I can get a second one on the field. And then I can kill him. I can try, I mean. If I have Primer, I do have Primer shot this, so oh, that's a lovely. I can get so much free damage then. Yep. There we go, he's dead, right? Right. Nice. Gotta love that. Interest Payment Mini-Boss Meetup. That is actually one of the custom runs I wanted to do. That sounds very fun. Although I shall not be doing it. Pocket Watch sounds pretty useless. Like, not as useless as Fast Reacting, but still. I don't exactly require more damage procs. That's the one thing I'm very good at doing right now. I was aiming for that crit, which is why I'm shocked it hit it. Nice stuff. Oh, I have some form of pinging. Oh, ring. I see ring claim to kill there. Not complaining. I just didn't realize it. I would have changed my shots up if I'd realized it. Technically Dupe Station is better because I lack removes. Tough call, tough call. I'll take reuse. It's pretty weird though because I can't get ambidextrous and I can't remove the orb from my deck. I can. Yeah, definitely. Cool, cool. I probably should have taken station though. I imagine it was just a higher boost to my power. I don't care about collecting cash. I'm past the point of it mattering. I don't need the health from it. I don't need the upgrades from it. It's just useless now. Smash where's overwhelm when you need it. Answer is not here. Right here though. Hold on. Right here though. Let's just consider things for a bit. Peglin here is Penitent is cool because it's +1 crit. However, it's totally just that, isn't it? Nice rebound shots onto these coins that I was aiming for. Oh, okay, sure. I should have discarded, I guess, still. Sure. I mean, we should be able to claim 300 damage. Nice. Ooh, if I wanted to, I could try and do something funny here and go for 3 rainbow slime kills in a fight. Sorry, 4 rainbow slime kills in a fight. 3 is mid, but 4? Yeah, that sounds fun. I actually do want to do that. Since it's not possible to get more kills than that, right? Just straight up. I do actually need to get the kills, because I can get the spawns. Getting the spawns is easy enough. But getting the kills, that might be a bit tougher. Well, not if I keep just maintaining this shot, because this is a really good shot to be maintaining. But, you know. Okay, this is just an insanely good shot to be maintaining. Let's try and reclaim it. I might actually have some troubles killing this rainbow slime, though. I really want to actually, like, kill the rainbow slimes. Rather than just say I've summoned more this run. But will I be able to manage that? Do I have a... No, it's not this shot either. I need to hit bombs then? Oh, one. Ah, so close. Well, at least I summoned the most rainbow slimes possible this fight. Unfortunate. It just didn't work out the way you would have liked. Lovely stuff. Wait, so is that my 3rd or my 4th rainbow slime this fight? It's one of them, that's for sure. Because there's no way to heal enemies. And unfortunately he is draining his own health. Which I imagine is a mechanic to make it a bit fairer, as well as make it so that you can actually... It's probably Powder Collector. It's Powder Collector. And also to make sure you don't just cheese the fight, because you know, if there was a fight in Area 1 where you could get infinite cash, and you know, cash is a very, very good win condition, you can bet that a lot of people, me included, would certainly be using that for infinite cash. That just sounds pretty good. Talk about sounding pretty good. Yeah, this guy's dead. Dead. Our deck is fully formed now. This is exactly the deck that we want to be bringing into... The deck we want to be bringing into... Whoa! I'm just going to keep interrupting myself, aren't I? It's exactly the deck we want to bring into the Area 3 boss fight. So, yeah, there's no surprise that it kills the Area 1 boss fight that fast. And Kinetic Meteorite as our passive is kind of insane, isn't it? That's just going to be pretty neat. I will say, though, it does mean that the Peg Bag and potential Leaf Thrust for later is less useful, but let's be honest, it already was reasonably considerable. How dare you try and shoot me? Take ping damage for it. Good, I'm mowing through them. Holy. It's just so good. I do wish I had Overwhelmer though, and I should be able to find one quite easily. Just hasn't quite showed up yet. Smash Mash, you're both dead. Cool stuff, let's get that upgrade so I can't press the upgrade button anymore, and let's create some more crits onto the board. Yes, creating more crits onto the board does in fact increase the number of refreshes I have, which makes my boss passive slightly less worth it, but I believe it's still quite good. Augur, Overwhelmer, both would be incredibly nice. There are also just a lot of other passives that would be incredible. But those two would certainly make this fight a whole lot easier. Because I've somehow gone this fight twice. Aren't there? 1, 2, 3, 4... Only 4, right? I think only 4. 4's not as much as I thought, but between 4 fights, you know, for 1 in 16, like, impressive. Nothing too crazy yet, though. Cool, this pebble sure is doing a lot. Did I even need to shoot it? I don't think I needed to shoot it, but I still did shoot it. It's like, it's not bad. It's a 4-7. Morbidorbs are just, you know, distinctly a whole lot better. It's just like, when both of them are one-shotting anyway, it kind of doesn't matter. Mask of Joy so that I get one more illusion every time I do stuff. Do I have crit equals 10? No, I don't. I guess I'll just take Spiffy crit because it's too exploitable every time, which is like, yeah, it's cool. And most of the time that would actually be incredibly decent. But the thing is, if I'm just going to one-shot these guys anyway, like, it just doesn't matter. And yeah, I'm just one-shotting them anyway. Like that. Oh, I did a really, really good job there. Look at this. All of these pegs are maintained, so now it's really hard to go the way I want to go. Like, good job. And then I get punished for it. I deserved it, to be honest. Like, actually aim the way you want to go. Seems decent. Wait, did you... Okay. For a moment I thought he didn't die. That would have been rude. That's a great person. Refresh as our boss passive was certainly helpful in Area 1. We did then find a... Wow, again. We did then find a Persist though, and Persist does kind of make it so that we're not really going to be reloading, are we? And the reloading was certainly coming in handy in Area 1 in a few fights. I did appreciate it. Sometimes I even set up around it. I love how I missed the two coins that I was aiming for. It's the problem when you aim at 2 coins, not 1 coin. I mean, sure. I'll take the passive that does something because it's fun. Not the best at proccing crits, but I have an above average number of crits on the board, which is to say, this thing. Great. I'd rather shoot 2 pebbles than 1 terrible, so let's do that. Fight should be over though after that. Or maybe during. Oh, good. Not during. Bam. Cool stuff. Popping Corn, Alchemist Cookbook, Bag of Orange Pegs. I'll take a bag of orange pegs because, in theory, that's what like my entire comp is building towards. This one I didn't really have that much choice, and I feel like... Okay, there. Nice. I feel like I should be able to make it the way I wanted to go, and I did. Alright. I was hopeful for a turn 1 kill, I'm gonna be honest. Fairly sad. Luckily, you know, we got a turn 2 kill, which is... next best thing. Wow. More like a turn 2 overkill. That's what happens when you get Fleece and, what, some additional crits on the board? It's really not that many crits though, as I keep saying. It just feels like it, because I have multiple ways to proc the crits. Echo Chamber, sure. Let's make sure we can go left this time. Thank you, Resistance Knife, for starting this form. I truly do appreciate it, because it allows me to just one-shot you turn 1, instead of actually having to, I mean, yeah, technically one-shotting him turn 1 does change nothing, but I don't have to worry, which is certainly a nice thing, because that is a fight where you very much did worry before. Oh, that's neat. It's unfortunate, of course, because it's going to make me go left, isn't it? Ooh. Oh. Ooh. I still just don't know which way I'm going. Okay, I was going right all along. Great. Cool. Yes. That's just, it seems like a pretty average amount of damage on the first shot, right? 6k is perfectly normal. 2 additional crits on the board. Don't mind if I do. My refresh do in fact not crit yet, so I'd much rather take the one that is 2 extra crits and 2 extra refreshes than just 2 extra refreshes. Especially since, you know, I'm not actually altogether too interested in 2 extra refreshes. Like, yeah, it's probably adding more damage on, but it's very variable because of my boss passive. Ah, Overwhelmer, that's Overwhelmer for you. Yep. Smash, we just keep absolutely crunching things because, yeah, that's what our comp does. Wow, I'm shocked that I didn't get a kill. Shocked, I tell you. But yeah, it was Pebbles. I guess not much surprise. It was a shame I didn't get to go the way I wanted to go both times, but oh well. We should be critting all the time, so that's just an insane passive for us. Like, the funny thing about short stack is that decreasing the normal damage is actually an upside a lot of the time. And this is one of those times, because when you decrease the normal damage, it turns out that Crits Malicious Fleet starts looking a whole lot better. And we don't have Popping Con, but I kind of want to just do that because that is spooky and dangerous, and I like the sound of that. I mean, look, if I can try and lose this run, I do want to try and lose it. And, yeah. I have Slimy Stab, I believe. I know for a fact that I have, you missed the crit? Hello? Thank you. Okay, yeah, pretty decent shot, huh? I know for a fact I have, the slime one, but do I have the healing slime one? I thought I remembered picking it up, but it seems I did not. Pumpkin pie? Pie is quite cool. The rest is pretty boring. That is not something I've ever seen before. A peg that is slimed and also bombed. I've somehow never seen that before. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have it, but we do have Prime Slime, which can do a lot of the healing / damage mitigation. Not as much as the other passives would do, though. It's not technically a healing passive, it just ends up being a healing passive an awful lot of the time. Perfect. Imagine we also get to go down there. Yeah. That definitely means that we're getting the kill because of that. Potentially we might have gotten the kill without it as well. Power Glove? Power Glove's actually kind of unfortunate, you know. I think Stacked Orbicus might be adding more damage. And the reason why is because Power Glove adds 1 normal damage. And that 1 normal damage decreases the amount that I'm getting from my crits and my Lucis Fleas, which is probably a good thing still, but yeah. I have the maximum number of crits on the board right now, don't I? Refresh also trigger a crit. I mean, whatever. I don't have any refreshes on the board right now, but I can probably still find a peg bag at this point, so I imagine it's still decent for adding 1 extra crit on the board, which is decent enough. Did we get it? I didn't actually see. We did get it just. Maybe it wasn't just, but it seemed pretty close. Easy 4k damage, don't mind if I do. Oh, there you go. I really don't want this. Make sure not to pick up a Betsy's Hedge because of Crits Malicious Fleece. It's funny because usually Betsy's Hedge is actually a pretty solid passive. I really love what they did with Betsy's Hedge. It's like actually such a cool passive now, which is what it should be. Oof, that feels bad, man. There are just some bosses that get completely and utterly destroyed by by Bramble, and yeah, that's one of them. He just really doesn't like Bramble. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not expect him to die that fast. Jukepot is neat. It's neat. Nothing too crazy. What, 3 extra crits per turn? Presuming I didn't hit any, which is kind of hard. Wow, is this really not going to get a kill turn 1? Because that's terrible. That would be unfortunate and all. Except if I hit 1 more crit. Okay. Turns out I did not, in fact, need to hit 1 more crit. This is a Morbid run, so I don't want to introduce any contamination. Yeah, we don't have Popping Corn. If we had Popping Corn, then we would completely nullify the damage from it. I guess it is generating extra AoE damage, which I kind of don't like, but it's whatever. Yeah, this is 100% a kill turn 1. Terrible, it's a bit tough to consider, but especially, yeah, okay. Like, enemies are already dying, that's just how fast it is. Wait, not just enemies, every single enemy apart from that one was wiped out. That's pretty epic. Dupe Station, if we can actually get it on the boss fight, would be pretty cool. I just don't think that's going to line up. And I imagine... Oh, squares. Okay. That gives them some time, because there are 4 of them. Which, means that they might actually stand a chance, right? Jesus. Procking nearby crits. Also, don't mind if I do. Vitamin C is an absolutely not passive to get there. Yet another one of these fights. Well, it's very nice that we don't have to skip it because, it's literally already over. The pink damage we get, we don't even have criticals actually. Wait, did we just wipe them out before? Oh my god. That's crazy, and Molliflower's also crazy. We somehow don't have criticals though. Which I actually appreciate. I don't think I'd pick up a criticals. I just don't think that's what I want to do. My god, that's a lot of damage already. Mask of Joy. Yeah, you know what? Doubling the power of my Spiness Flower? What's it called? Molliflower. Is like a really, really good idea. It pretty massively increases the damage I deal. Pretty massively. Holy. You gotta love it, eh? Gotta love it. Mask of Sorrow when I have this many crit procs sounds like a pretty decent idea. Especially since I have a lot of crit procs and I have Criticism. Criticism is just a very, very cool passive. This fight again, sure. Isn't there a... No, there isn't an A3 Elite. I haven't gotten. Pretty sure I got all the A3 Elites. Yes, this just completely nullifies the self-damage, so yes. Which is part of the reason why I took it, because it's basically just a double damage upside most of the time. And it turns out this is indeed one of those scenarios. No way we kill them by pink damage, right? I mean, it's doable, it certainly is. Jesus. We dragged them so low and they're sitting at that much infection. I feel kind of bad, you know. But not bad enough to not shoot this. Oh, it was this dupe station shot. Honestly, I just saw like the extra body ball and I presumed that was normal. I can't believe we actually got our dupe station shot to proc in the boss fight though. That was exactly what I wanted. Yeah, double Morbid is awesome. I want to try it in a different, harder custom run, but you definitely do really want the high roll. Like, I can't explain just how much this Hero's Backpack did for us. Starting off with a Hero's Backpack for this run was just insanely, insanely good. I mean, like, what? We took like 40, 50 damage in that first fight. We would have probably repeated that in the second fight if we hadn't found a Hero's Backpack, especially since it was Minotaur. So yeah, we wouldn't have repeated that in the second fight. We would have been dead. Minotaur would have killed us there. But Hero's Backpack was literally just the highest possible impact passive we could have gotten. Like, Hero's Backpack just arguably overruled this run was the highest impact passive. Yeah, at the end game, like, sure, you can argue that Christmas' Fleece is doing way more for me. But, like, let's be honest, Christmas' Fleece is a synergy-based passive. It's good because it has synergy with other passives. And, sometimes orbs like Nimble. And Hero's Backpack, just on its own, had an incredible synergy with the deck that it was being added to, which is what I was looking at when I was saying it was a highest impact passive, because I really do feel like it was. Very unfortunately, couldn't ever remove from our deck because, it's a mini boss meetup run. As well as, couldn't get ambidextrine because, it's a mini boss meetup run. I mean, we had a chance for ambidextrine, but we didn't get it. But yeah, which did make the Ring of Reuse slightly worse, but it was certainly worth picking it up. And I love the fact that we managed to kill. Sorry, we managed to see 3 Rainbow Slimes. Unfortunately, I didn't get to kill them all. That's fun. Probably, I might have seen more before, but I don't know. 3 or 4, one of them. We did not pick up the Auger. It would have been funny if we picked up all forms of Pierce, because as I was talking about, the main weakness of Morbid is it's just a big smacker going into one enemy. And a lot of the time, your multipliers can do slightly more than that. Except, we almost had every single thing, which actually makes it so that, yeah, it's hitting more than one enemy. And, when you've got this crit Smolosis crit stuff set up and Overwhelmer, then, yeah, it's literally just hitting one enemies. Our first boss passive was pretty epic, Kinetic Meteorite. Unfortunately, just over the course of the run, we are going to be improving our crit stuff by a very decent margin that, our crit stuff. Our crit stuff and by by extension, our refresh stuff, because our crits also refresh, is basically always going to happen in a mini boss meetup run. Does mean that the Kinetic Meteorite is going to drop off quite a bit, but it's still just an amazing passive to have for this run, I feel. Just because, we have no refreshes on the board, so it's pretty easy to get a lot of immediate value out of it, even if other boss passives like. Maybe not Chains? No, probably Chains. No, definitely Chains, because we have Fleece. Like Chains or Shell was like obviously just inherently much, much better, but it certainly had its time in the sun for this run.